Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd share with you a pretty funny story that's happened to me very recently. And it was a funny story, but on the other hand, I feel like it can be stressful as well. Like if the same thing happens to you, you'd probably freak out. But basically, I've been without my phone for 10 days and it was unintentional. So basically, I went on a trip with some friends on a weekend and I left the phone at the house we stayed at. And then when I came back after that, I didn't have my phone. Like, it was not in my suitcase, not in my pockets, not in my coat, nowhere. So as you can imagine, I was a bit stressed out. So I just thought about it and I realized that I probably had forgotten it, like where we stayed at. So on the day after, I just wrote an email to the person who welcomed us at her house, and I explained to her, like, I can't find my phone, can you please check if you have it, if it's at your house. And the woman didn't reply for 4 days, and finally when she replied, she was like, we can't find it, I'm sorry, we can't find it. And at this point I was really surprised because I really thought that I had left it there. It was not in the car as well, so there were no other options. So then I described to her all the places in the house that I had been to. So for example, outside, I mentioned it. I was like, I went outside at some point, so please can you check this out? And she finally replied saying, actually we found it, Constance. It was outside and it's been under the snow, under the wind, under the cold. And I was of course a bit shocked, but relieved that she found it. So I was a bit pessimistic about my phone. I was like, probably it won't work, and you know what, it's fine, it's my fault, I left it there, my bad, and I'll just have to buy a new one, but I guess much cheaper because iPhone 7 are very expensive, iPhones in general. So yeah, that's basically the story. And finally I got it back 10 days after that because it took some time, the whole process took some time. And finally, when I charged it and I saw that it worked, I was like so surprised and so happy. So yeah, that's basically the story of it. And so the one thing we can say from this, first of all, is that iPhones are very resistant. So that's cool. Thanks Apple for making such great quality, but I mean their phones have other problems. They're not perfect, but they're pretty resistant to extreme conditions, I guess. So yeah, that's the first thing. But on a more like personal level, like what did I learn from this? First of all, I learned that I was not so addicted to my phone that I thought I was. I lived perfectly fine without it. I was not even stressed. I was so much more calm and peaceful because I didn't have to worry about all those little things that, just like occupy our minds most of the time. For example, replying to messages, telling this person about that, did this person reply, and stuff. It just takes so much energy from me. I was so relieved not having to do this. Another thing that I realized is that without my phone, I would not only gain a lot of time, but also it helped me focus on what is really essential. So, for example, my work and people who I really want to see and just the things that I really want to get done during my day. I had no other choice but to do them because I had no other distractions, I guess. But of course, I could still go on my computer and go on Instagram and Facebook, but I feel like it's not exactly the same. Like your phone, it's so easy to use. You can use it anywhere, in the tram, in the bus, like in the queue, everywhere. And actually having no phones for 10 days made me go to school in bicycle and not with the tram because because the reason why I take the tram is because I can listen to some music and I can watch all those YouTube videos that I like so much. But since I didn't have any phone to do that, I was like, well, let's take the bicycle, I'll be faster, and I really liked it because it makes me do some exercise, and also you breathe some fresh air every morning, so that's pretty cool. And finally, I'd say that a really good thing that I've noticed is that I appreciated more the moments where I would see people, because usually I would not have texted them the days before. So when I would finally see the person, I'd be like, hey, it's been a while, it's so nice to see you, you know? Whereas if you text them all the time, then when you see them, it's like, okay, cool, let's hang out. But it's not the same. See what I mean? Like, it brought up a lot of value to the relationships and to the just actually meeting the person. So yeah, that's basically what this little experience taught me, and I thought that I'd share it with you to perhaps encourage you to spend less time on your phone. Have you ever tried living without your phone for a week or something like that? I would love to hear it. So please let me know in the comments. And yeah, I can honestly tell you guys, you can live without your phone. I mean, of course, if there is an emergency, it's useful, for sure. But on any other aspects, I feel like, you know, emails are great. I've actually rediscovered emails. They're so useful. If someone really wants to talk to me, if it's important, they send me an email and I reply, and we're all good. So yeah. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like it if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. I would love to make some more for you guys, and yeah, I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!